I went to Columbia University and I did my BA there for the last 4 years. I could not believe, so at some point I was literally thinking, am I sitting in the North Korean classroom, actually American classroom, in North Korea, like they make the enemy, right? They have to blame somebody and they have to keep unite us to hate the enemy, which was American bastards. That was like a one word for us. And like even as a child, they say there are 4 American bastards. You kill 2 of them. Then how many American bastards are left to kill? That's like entire thing is a propaganda. But now I'm sitting in Manhattan, Columbia University. They say that white men are the source of every evil.
Right.
They are responsible for pretty much every single problem that we have. And this is the exact same narrative that North Korean regime teaches like the people to brainwash. But I was like, why are you brainwashing these people? And it's supposedly one of the best education system. And not only that, like talking about white guilt, white privilege, it's like, what the heck? Like I have a son who is half white right now. He is not responsible for slavery that happened, right? And like in North Korea, because your great-great-grandfather was a landowner, they say your blood is forever tainted, that you are forever guilty in that system. North Korean regime, even though saying there's a socialist system, they divided people into 51 different classes. Slavery still exists in North Korea, and they say, America is the worst country in the world. So it's just heartbreaking to see that this wonderful country is being destroyed by these people who are so misled, so blinded. And but how do I blame them? Their education, even at Ivy League school, is so misinformed.
Right. You talk a lot about your experience meeting people in America who cry about oppression and how you can't relate to them at all. And a specific story of girls in college telling you about their boyfriends and dates and how you couldn't imagine that they were seeing these things as problems. Do you find that your story is helping break through that barrier with people and waking people up?
I do think so. Until last year, for me to survive as an activist, I had to pretend I was a politically correct and liberal person. And eventually I got robbed in Chicago last year, on the middle of the street by this few black women. And they were punching me, but the people on the street was not defending me. They were calling me I'm a racist because I was trying to call the police on these thieves. And anybody can be a thief. Asian can be a thief. We can be a murderer. We can be a rapist. I was raped by Asian man, not the white man. It's nothing. Your color doesn't matter. You didn't choose your color. But seeing that, how people are obsessed with the color, and that's when I was like, oh, I need to speak out. I thought just the schools were crazy. I thought they were really with the walk and ordinary, but no, the people on the street now, everybody's infected by this poisonous ideology.
Everyone is crazy.
Everybody is.
You figure that out. I go and talk to people on the streets,
Yeah.
all the time, and you just realize that people have no idea what's really going on, have no idea what true oppression is, and that just goes to show how good people have it in America. When you were in North Korea, did you find that most people who were living there knew that they were being oppressed, or did you feel like it was kind of like they had gotten so accustomed to their quote-unquote shackles that they didn't even know or look to any different way of life?
That's the thing. In North Korea, there's no word for oppression. So you don't know what that is. It's a George Orwell's 1984 doublespeak. Who controls the language, who controls the thoughts. So they get rid of the word love. So you don't know what that is. They get rid of oppression, slavery, liberty, and even gay, literally. We don't know what that is. It's not in our dictionary. And if you don't know the word, that means you don't know the concept. That's how they control your thoughts. So in North Korea, there's no word for I. Even when I say I like Korean food, I say we love Korean food. That is the ultimate direction where we are going towards, where you are not gonna even know that you're oppressed. So now I'm sitting at Columbia, people saying how they are systemically oppressed. I'm like, do you know people who are actually oppressed? They don't know that they are oppressed. And that's what the North Korean people have no clue. Yeah.
Wow.
How did you stay so resilient during this? Something like that. I don't know what I would have done in that situation. I don't think I would have had the strength or capacity to do what you did.
You can't even imagine it.
Oh, you can't even imagine it. How did you stay so strong throughout all that and said, I'm going to persevere and keep going and not give up? How did you do that?
So it is a funny thing. Being so separate from my mom and just seeing so much death, right? But the thing is, dying is actually the easiest thing in life. Literally, it takes few minutes. Living is the hardest thing. And once you understand that, I think you choose to live because it's the harder thing. It's the right thing to do. And not only that, I think my father told me that life was gift, no matter what life throws at you. So I think that my parents' love, despite not knowing that was love, still I think instinctively I knew it. But I think really the thing is the will to survive is stronger than any force in life. So I bet if you guys, inform your death, you're gonna move the mountains. Literally, that's how strong human beings are. And this culture right now with this the trigger warnings and to bubble wrapping these children, it's so heartbreaking because you are so resilient, you are so strong, but you are almost disable them. They become disabled after this going through this education in America. And that's the thing, I see that they have so much potential. But they are killing those potential in these children and people, really.
So, lastly, what do you hope to see from Americans who really don't know how bad it is in North Korea? I know your main goal is to bring light to that because there are still millions of people suffering there. What is your message to them?
It's that's the thing. Now more than 4 billion people, more than half of the humanity are not free. We are living in so much dictatorship and authoritarian regime. Even look at China, 1.3 billion people are not free. And what is happening in North Korea is a modern day Holocaust. And people do not understand they are living in a bubble, really. People don't even know what freedom is. And here they're talking about, how bad they have, why they can be a vegan, why they can fighting for animals' rights. Why there are billions of people don't know even what human rights is. I think but the thing is they never were learning about these things. That's why you guys are so important. You're telling people, educating people. I think really the education is the only way for us to move forward and work together.
Great message. Wow.
Oh, it's truly inspiring. I wish more people would hear your message. It's sad that your message that you're coming on now, people will consider PragerU this conservative groupthink thing. And it's we're talking about freedom. Yeah. And some people on the left wouldn't even listen to you in this incredible story because you might align yourself with something that might be freedom conservative. Yeah. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that people on the other side might not want to speak with you?
Of course. So that's the thing. Now they say I'm a Nazi, I'm a racist. But in North Korea, I did not know even that I was Asian. Kim Il-sung told me that I was Kim Il-sung race. Our calendar begins when Kim Il-sung was born. We literally do not know what race is. So I will be the last person can be racist because I never knew the preconception of stereotypes. And now they're calling me I'm a racist, I'm a Nazi, that I'm brainwashed by right wingers. And it's I went to Colombia. 90% of Manhattan is a liberal. Right. I should have been brainwashed by them. It's because what I saw in North Korea, now I see in America. Literally, there's so many similarities. I just recognize what they are now when I see it. But of course, they just don't want to believe it. And but we cannot really give up. We gotta keep trying.
That is exactly right. Right.
Right.
We keep going.
Yeah.
Even with terrible facial hair, we keep going. Never stop.
We're luckily not in that boat, me and Yeonmi, so.
Yeah, I am.
Well, thank you so much for being on the program. I hope that thousands, if not millions of people get to hear what you have to say and listen to your story because it's so powerful and so impactful. And I think that listening to you alone can just change people's worldview. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, guys.